Yo, what's up, guys? It is your boy, Phil Shocker, the nicest hedgehog here. What is up, guys? We are here for another draft analysis for you guys. And I've decided that this will take over for the other league we're doing because I'm going to say this right now. I went against Jed, who is the server owner of APM. And let's just say I feel angry towards how he ended the game. And I didn't want to upload the video. And since there's only 2 matches left, and if they end up the same way, I don't want to show videos like that. So I've decided that I'm not going to be showing the last 2 for those 2 opponents I have. If you were hoping you get to see the video, I'm very sorry, but I'm not saying blame Jed, but I'm just saying it's just for my own personal interest. But I'm going to replace this league with this league, the Xpdl Extreme with no E. Pokemon Draft League, where you have 3 divisions, 3 separate drafts. So that means everyone can draft this unless everyone's drafted from this pool. So like Dragapult can be drafted in a 1st division, 2nd division, 3rd division. Like literally can draft any Pokemon. So there are chances we can face multiple versions of someone's on my team and anyone else's team we face for the league. So there's that. But if you guys are excited for this draft analysis, definitely hit that like button down below if you haven't already, and subscribe to join the Thrill Shocker crew today because you'll be thrilling with the King of Thrill. I think we're going to do it like that. I think it's still technically Thriller, so I'm going to do it like that. So I took over this team, and I made a total of 7 transactions. I was unlimited, so I got my allowed. So let's go ahead. First one on this team that we kept. Of course, I'm not stupid. I had to keep the Gorilla, man. We're keeping Yeti, aka the Galarian Darmanitan. If you guys don't know, this thing has been so broken that it went straight to Ubers. Well, it didn't go straight to Ubers, but eventually it went over to Ubers. And here's the reason why. Gorilla attacks boost the Pokemon's attack stat, but only allows the use of the first selected move. So basically, if I click just Icicle Crash, so the first selected move. So if I click only, let's say, I guess how, but let's say I click Icicle Crash, I can only click Icicle Crash because of the fact that 1, I'm probably Trace Bandit or Trace Scarf, which is most likely the sets we're going to run almost every single week. So I can only click 1 button. So those are the risks to run with Darmanitan, but it makes Darmanitan so busted, broken for that reason. Darmanitan also still gets access to things like Flare Blitz, Earthquake, and everything like that. And in Zen mode, Darmanitan actually turns into a Fire Ice type. So, actually, let me see if that is even in this. Yeah, turns into a Fire Ice type. And oh my god! This thing's destructive with Zen mode. Oh my god, I didn't actually notice that before. But yeah, this is a Pokemon I really wanted to try out. I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to use Zen mode or not, but I think the best way is Guerrilla Tactics, to be honest. It's just more reliable and it's going to be better. Up next, one of the Mon that I have some versatility with, but haven't really kind of tried. It has been one Mon I really wanted to try as well, though. And it's Mr. Clean, Rotom Wash here. Rotom Wash is a reliable defensive Pokemon, a really good reliable Scarfer, and offensive Mon with specs if I really wanted to. It's a great trick user. It's a really good pivot with Volt Switch. Reliable defense, like I said, with Defog and Will-O-Wisp support. But now getting access to Nasty Plot this generation. This thing can now be really hyper offensive, which like a bulky Pokemon like Rotom Wash here can really benefit from. And I'm really looking forward to trying it out. Another Mon I've been really wanting to try from Generation 8 has been Cabaraja, aka Ellie the Elephant. With this is a steel type I really wanted to try because of the fact I knew its ability when I first played, when I was starting to play the game. Sheer Force. Do you have any idea how destructive this Pokemon is? This is instantly Tier 2, Tier 3 every single time. And people have really debated back and forth. Like if you use National Dex, they don't know if if it belongs in tier 2 or tier 3. When using Galar decks, this thing's strictly tier 2. It's not tier 1 just the fact it has low Xpdl and bad speed because of Trick Room stuff and like that. And especially since there's not a lot of Trick Room users. But this Pokemon is super good. It's a reliable rock starter. It's a reliably good defensive Pokemon. It doesn't have the best defenses, but with HP like that to back it up, it can really do a lot of work. And plus, if I get some switch conditions right, I can get a lot of damage going off. And plus Life Orb plus Sheer Force could be a problem. But as you'll see, I do have ways to make Trick Room work if I really wanted to. And you'll see why. But first off, we grabbed the man himself. We grabbed Big Bad Mega Heracross. I have wanted to try this Pokemon for a long time. I had tried it in an Uber's League at first, but then I dropped because of, a lot of stuff going on. Plus, I was getting a little bit sick and everything. But this thing is a monster. Phenomenal defenses, decent HP, and a monstrous attack stat. This gives me my second main offensive mon, well, my third main offensive mon, technically speaking. But this mon hits so hard, especially with Skill Link. This thing can just run over the teams. This thing, if it's built correctly and they play it right, this thing can easily just always pick up a kill almost every single time that it is in. And this thing just clicks buttons and just goes to town. It's so bulky, it can live hits. If it's bulky enough, it can actually live quad 4 times effective moves like Flying Type, but just barely. But this thing is just, again, like I said, just a monster, and I'm really looking forward to trying this thing out officially. And we named it Knuckles because, it's got to fit the brawler himself. Up next, we have Norberta, who is returning. I've used this thing before, so I'm going to go to the lower. But if you guys don't remember, I made a 6-0 victory with Just Fly on with Power Up Punch and Earthquake. And maybe one other move, I don't know. But Norberta has been a fan favorite of mine. I'm really looking forward to using her again. Amy Rose, we're not going to really talk about because I've used her before. One thing is it's got Healing Wish, so it can really help the team. And it's a really good defensive Pokemon. Pinky, I'm not going to talk too much about because, again, it's the same thing I have been using before. It's one of my MVP mods I personally feel like that has really come in the clutch for us when we really needed it. I will talk a little bit of Necrozma. I have used Necrozma a few times, but never, besides that one league I did, I never used it fully in one league. So Necrozma got a massive buff this generation. For those who don't know, it got Dragon Dance this generation. And you're wondering why it says illegal. It's because I'm doing this. But if you see, I go to, not Ubers. If I go to OU, there's Dragon Dance. This thing got even Hyper Voice, which I don't even remember. Actually, it was just on the thing, so I don't know. It got Hyper Voice. It got Outrage. It got Psychic Fangs now. It got... What other moves? I don't know if I already had Sword Dance or not. Actually, I think it did. Yeah, I think it did. It got Breaking Swipe, which is a really good move. Like, this mon is super, super good now in Gen 8. This thing is argued to either be a Tier 1 or a Tier 2 mon. And it's because of Dragon Dance. It's because of all this other offensive capabilities. And the fact that it's so good, reliably defensive, too. It gives me another Trick Room user if I really want to use this up tool or get a Trick Room off for my team. And then it's regard from there. Up next, we have Pegasus the Rapidash here. And Rapidash is really decently good because it stops a bit of a fire weakness I will have with my team. But also, Flame Body. Flame Body is really crucial because this can really stop major physical offensive threats from doing much of my team. It's also decently bulky, not the best. It's also a really decent good attacker as well. Decent speed tier, really good. I think my speed tiers I wanted to go for were really good. But my overall defense was a little lacking, so I'm really hoping this up. Up next, we have Mantis, the Kabutops here. And I drafted this thing for the fact that I've never drafted this thing before, but I mainly drafted for the fact that it does get access to Rapid Spin this generation, which does give a boost to speed now, and was buffed up by at least 30 points. So now this thing becomes a decent attacking move, but also helps Kabutops me kind of be able to pull off like a dual dance focus sash set if I really want to get that right. I do have access to things like weak armor and battle armor that can really benefit me if I really want to. And lastly, I drafted Linoon, aka Scout. I've used this thing before. You guys have seen it in CP if you haven't already. But that was with the old YouTube channel, so I think you haven't already. But it's basically this thing just sets up belly drums and then just clicks extreme speed and wins. But if it plays right, it does win. But that's the team, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With all being said, on the first shot.